Guys, guess what I just found out? Guess what I just saw right now? So, guys, there's this video I want to play for you guys to listen. Guys, you need to hear. You need to watch that video to the end, like so. Hey, guys, I don't know, I was just scrolling and I came across this thing. I wanted to scroll past this and I said, no. Let me hear what this lady have to say because, guys, I will just play for you guys, for you all to listen. You see this our so. You see this our so. This girl is going so many places. Like the things that people are saying about this girl, you needed to hear. Oh, this one is not like SU fans are cooking up these things. SU fans are the one doing it, this and that. You need to hear this one. You need to hear this one from this lady's mouth. And you know the sweetest part of this thing that the sweetest part of this video that I'm about to show you guys now is that these are common things that people have been saying, common questions that people have been asking about some of the things that are happening in Nollywood industry. And now this person just brought it all together and mentioned all the names of all these actresses, which Sonia Uche happens to be one of them. But Sonia stood out in what this lady said. That's why I said that you need to watch it, because Sonia Uche has been called names. This girl has been called names. Like some people, all of a sudden, they will just come up with one thing just to tarnish Sonia Uche's image, or they will just come up with anything just to, just to make make her career fall. But this thing is not working, even though that some people, in fact, some of this thing that this lady said here now, I've heard the opposite from so many people. But me, I know what I saw in Sonia Uche, but then hearing it from this lady now, I was like, wow, guys, you see, Sonia Uche stood out in all this thing. I needed to hear what she said about Sonia Uche's fans. Hey, guys. guys, you need to know that so many people are seeing like all this love and support all of you are giving to Sonia Uche. They all know, because guys, in fact, I'm talking too much because of the excitement. Let me just play the video for you guys. Make sure you watch to the end. Make sure you watch, because Sonia Uche was not the first person, but I think she's like either the second or the third person that this lady talked about. Just listen, calm down and listen, and share your own thoughts in the comment section.
There are two things these actors I'm about to mention have in common. They make mediocre movies. Yeah. Secondly, they make the numbers. In less than 24 hours, they're hitting the million mark. And I'm going to tell you why. So there's been conversations around why most actors their movies are practically next to nothing. Excuse my language, I'm trying to be very careful here. They make millions of views on YouTube, as opposed to other actors that their films have substance, has foundation, amazing storyline, void of any kind of plot holes. Why those actors don't make numbers? Why do you have me? I'm here to tell you why. I'll start off with Uche Montana. Now, Uche Montana is a fan favorite. People love this girl. I love this girl. If I say her face on any promotional shot, I'm there. I'm clicking. That's the reason why they use baits on most YouTube projects. Even if she's not on the film, they'll just slap her face on the promo shots and people will be clicking. Why? Because she has this loyal army. Most of the people following Uche Montana, they want to be her best friend, her daughter, if I may say so. They want to be like her. They are stunned as to how beautiful she is and how eloquent she is and how amazing she is as an actor. The good thing about Uche Montana is that, aside from the fact that she has all of these amazing features, that she's easy on the eyes, actually knows her craft. So combine all of those, that is the recipe for you to get millions and millions of views on YouTube. Another similarities all of these actors have is their likability. They are loved. You need that loyal fan base. If they like you, no worry. Even though you sneeze on that project, they're going to download, they're going to watch. It's hence why Uche Montana is always making millions and millions of views. Now, the good thing about Uche Montana is that hers can actually translate to the big screen. She has that star quality, because aside from the fact that she's likable and people love her for different reasons, she's actually a really phenomenal actor. So yeah, you're welcome. I know you didn't know. Now you know. You're welcome. Now, for Sonia Uche, she has a tribe. Same thing with Uche Montana. For Sonia Uche, it's a little bit different. She has this type of loyal fan base that we do every and anything for her. She has this innocent thing going on. She has the you need to come to my aid kind of vibe going on. Her fan base is just sick the need to always want to elevate her. They feel like, oh, if they do this for her, she'll be like the happiest. Her life will be so much more easier. They genuinely like her as a sister. Oh, Uche Montana, most of her families want to sleep with her, but Sonia Uche, there's this genuine love, more of like an agape love that her fan base have for her. Again, there's another advantage that she's actually a really good actor. She has her strength just because of her and her alone, not even because of the project or her interest in the film is, or her suspense feel the film was. No, because her face is there. Sonia Uche fans, don't worry, they will drive it. And the thing about fan base is that they don't even need to be plenty, they just need to be very, very loyal. They need to have a driving force. They need to have one goal. Their one goal is to make their Sonia Uche happy. They can easily relate to her. Hence why every single time her views are going to be going up. Don't forget the Maurice Sam brouhaha that I have it. That's another conversation for another day. The question is, will it translate to the screen? Yes, it will. Because like I said, the fan base no need plenty. They just need to be very motivated. And they're not playing with their Sonia Uche. This is their sister. Now, for Ruth Kadiri, yeah, does she make mid movies? 1000%. Her movie are mid. Nothing interesting about her films. Hence why I barely review them. For Ruth Kadiri, one of the reasons why she gets that view because she was one of the pioneers of Nollywood on YouTube. She already built that fan base. That's why she already built that numbers before other actors decided to, I want to become a producer. They decided to be, I want to become a producer solely because they saw how profitable it was for her. You see why the films that they put out is next to, because their driving force is more of profit as opposed to authenticity. For Ruth Kadiri, aside from the fact that yes, she's one of the pioneers, something new now, it's easy for you to gather the crowd, which was what she did. Then she has this again loyal fan base. She's been in the industry forever. People love them. Some Ruth Kadiri. Ruth Kadiri herself is a beautiful, beautiful actor. If you notice now, her movies doesn't hit the 1 million mark in 24 hours, 48 hours. Why? Because people have started to wake up. Her method has been overdone. It is redundant, but she's still going to be getting those numbers solely because she was one of the pioneers of the YouTube space. She has over 1 million subscribers on YouTube. Does that make sense? So one of the reasons why she keeps on hitting those numbers. At the beginning, her game was new. It was fresh until it became redundant, and she refused to change it. So now, if you watch most of her films, they are struggling because, like I said, people easily get bored. We need you to be innovative. Come on, meet us halfway. We are not done. But she was refused to listen. But that's another conversation for another day. This is the reason why she hits those numbers. Not necessarily because her movies are so excellent. No, far from that. Again, you're welcome. I'm just dashing knowledge, sharing and impacting lives. For Maurice Sam, yeah, this is very simple. The ladies love them some Maurice Sam. In their minds, they can sleep with this boy. In their minds, they can marry him one way or the other. In their minds, he's their boyfriend. Shikena, he's their type. He's sexy. He's this one. He's that one. He's cute. That is it though. There's really nothing to it. Just like seeing his face and looking at his abs on screen. Because excuse me, what does he produce? He produces all I'm trying to say is that Maurice Sam will always keep on hitting that number because he has this occultic fan base. You see, anything with women they inside, they're always very passionate. They will carry the matter on their head. They will hawk it like gala. That's what they do to his films. Hence why he's making those numbers. Are his films reasonable? No. It's only because most of his fan base are females. They like his face. When you have that kind of fan love, they want you to win. They want to brag about you. Maurice Sam and Sonia Uche, they have this weird contest going on between both fan base. So they try to outdo each other. So there's that too. So that's the reason why Maurice Sam is always hitting the number is because he's a ladies' man. They like the man. They like his face. They like his abs. And I get it, but I don't get it because it's not all that. He's a very, very good looking man. Don't get me wrong. But if that's the sole reason why you are not kind his better, there's no way anybody will step to me now and tell me this man's film is top tier. It's not even top. About the TFS. You get what I mean? So yeah, you're welcome. That's the reason why he's always hitting the numbers. Why? Because the ladies love them some Maurice Sam. You see, for Destiny Tico, I feel like she just found her tribe. She found her tribe. She found her people. This is Nigeria. I've said it a couple of times. I have how many millions of people in this country? Let me not go further. But if you understand what I mean by she just found her tribe, hence why? Because why? For what reason will anybody tell me that you watched this girl's film? You sat down almost an hour plus 2 hours to watch this Tico's film, and you don't have a migraine. You don't have like a stomach ache, waist ache, any ache. Because how are we? Like I said, she found her tribe. One thing about Destiny Tico, yeah, aside from her being an actor, her personality is actually really beautiful. She found her tribe through her personality. Very, very relatable. She seems like a bubbly, nice girl. I actually like Destiny Tico, her personality. She has a beautiful personality. She has this light around her. They gravitate towards her. Her tribe will always push her market. And if you notice, she is in the, God forgive me, local space. Now she has upgraded. She's moved to Lagos. She wants to, tap into that international market. But it's that local space that really, really favored her. Thank nobody pays any subscription for YouTube. Thank you very much for watching. I actually do appreciate it. If you disagree with me, that's a problem. Peace.